All systems ready.
Hey guys, this is the Master Rules Lawyer coming back at you with another of our rankings of every spell in D&D 5e. Right now we're doing 5e. Of course, everybody knows that um, there's a new player's handbook coming out here for uh, one D&D or D&D 5.5 or whatever you um, want to end up calling it. So some of these spells may end up getting reworked, and if they are reworked in the PHB coming out, we will be going back and looking over these. Haven't done one of these a while. Hopefully, going to pick up and start doing these more frequently. So just real quick, especially since we haven't gone over this for a while, we're going to be doing rankings of these from S class all the way down to uh, D class. Essentially, S class is the spells that you always want to take whenever they're available. Sometimes you'll even go out of your way to multi-class or take a feat or something along those lines to end up getting it. Just the cream of the crop. A tier spells are going to be the ones that are just really strong. Most of the time, if they're available, you're going to go with them, and they're going to be just really solid options just about in any campaign you can run. And there is the B tier, which is going to be more of the niche kind of things that they're going to be pretty good. But in the right campaign, they might be S tier. And then we've got the C tier. These are the ones that are going to be very niche in that they are not going to have a lot of uses. In the right situation, they could come up and they could be really cool, but they're probably not going to be the spell that you're going to be falling back on the most. Usually there's going to be better options. But depending on your campaign, maybe you'll find some more use in it. Then the D tier spells, those are going to be your traps, ones that even if they may sound cool, there's going to be, these are the spells that pretty much there's always going to be something better. There's either going to be a spell or something else readily available through an item or skill checks or that sort of thing that basically accomplish the same thing, or it's just really hard to justify a spell slot for those. So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about the D2. So today I want to look at Firebolt, which is personally one of my favorite cantrips. So it has a casting time of one action, a range of 120 feet, verbal and somatic components, a duration of instantaneous. It's from the School of Evocation. It is a ranged attack, and it deals fire damage. And the description goes, you hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 fire damage. A flammable object hit by this spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried. And then, as normal with a lot of these damaging cantrips, increases by damage by its damage die at 5th level, 11th level, and 17th level. Now, what do we have to say about Firebolt is that, it's got a range of 120 feet, which is about as far as you can really hope for from a cantrip. Verbal and somatic components, that's fairly standard for a attacking cantrip. Of course, there are certain drawbacks with those, as far as if you have somatic components, you're going to need a free hand, but probably not an issue for most spellcasters. And let's see here. Fire damage, it's commonly resisted, but as I said, I mean, I really like this. I mean, it's no Eldritch Blast, and as far as uh, the versatility and the damage type not being resisted, but regardless of the fact that it is a commonly resisted type, it is good damage die, 1d10. And the thing I think it makes it most useful is the kind of versatility. It's not just a damaging cantrip, being that you can ignite things, uh, various objects um, with firebolts and create some fire. Um, Now there are limitations to that, but that is what makes this spell worth taking over something like Ray of Frost. I think. Not to say it necessarily is a better choice than Ray of Frost. Those two have both their pros and cons, but it does have a nicer range than Ray of Frost. Has the same range as Eldritch Blast. Um, So it is definitely what I would consider A tier. Very strong choice. I mean, it's not the best. Like I said, it's no Eldritch Blast. It's not the best. Um, but as far as a damaging cantrip goes, it's going to be something that you can reliably fall back on again and again and again. It's never going to be something where you level out of it where it's not going to be useful. Anytime you need to do some damage that you don't want to throw out a spell slot or make a melee attack for. Um, and it's always got that utility. Um, so, yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at here. I did forget to mention it is available to sorcerers, wizards, and artificers. Um, so those are the classes that we got to be looking at here. As far as um, we're not looking at like melee attackers or anything like that, which um, can be, you know, I mean, if you are a melee attacker and you want to take a feat, a magic initiate feat or something like that to pick up Firebolt, um, that I'm not going to say that's a bad choice, but probably if you were going to pick up a feat to get a spell to give you some range options, you're probably going to pick up Eldritch Blast. So that's why I would not go as far as to put it into S tier. Um, so yeah, I'm going to keep this one pretty short. You know, let me know what you think, guys. Um, am I giving Firebolt a little bit too much credit? Not enough. Let me know with a comment down below. Of course, if you like the video, I appreciate a like and a subscribe. And hopefully we'll be doing some more of these. So you guys all have a great one, and we'll catch you next time.